Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to SnowRunner Taimyr, Russia. We are right now in the Zimnagorsk region and we are going to do the remaining, well, side missions. And then we are going to focus on the company missions, the main missions in other words, or tasks, whatever you want to call it. We have to deliver this one right there at the warehouse. But first we have to do a little pit stop right close by. And oh boy, am I happy that I have a fuel station here. I think the game already introduces us to way longer runs though, where the regions are more desolate, one might say, right? You know, because I believe there are two regions here that doesn't has any gas stations, right? And one of them, well, one of the three has it all the way at the end only, at the beginning, once you do arrive from the main map region. So, to the further other sides, like Zimnagorsk, you don't have any chance to refuel anymore. Cool, right? Very cool. I like it. It adds an extra little layer of difficulty, though, but it's something you have to prepare for. So yeah, till now, till Taimyr, Russia, we never had to think about fuel economy. Taimyr, Russia really introduced that to us, so whenever we are scouting, I am going to keep my eyes out for fuel resources, repair resources, and so on. It's way too important to ignore that. Not sure what that says though, but welcome to DayZ apparently, right? You know, Kamenka or something like that. Oh, yes. I forgot about this little thing. I thought we could here take a left. Well, we still can apparently, but not the way how we should. But I'm very, very lucky right now, believe it or not, that we are driving this tank. Because this right now does not tip over, just like our trailer, as you can see. If we had a smaller tired vehicle, then it totally would have tipped over. Once we are stable here, I'm going to unpack and pack my cargo again. Just like that. A little bit more secure though, right? You know, I don't want my trailer to be a little bit too tip heavy, right? You know, to bounce around with weight. And then just have to have the extra test to get the cargo back on the trailer, you know? Oh, that's what I mean, dude. That's what I mean. Oh, that was a close call, though. If it was, you know, if it was unpacked, then we would have lost the cargo right there. Let's put it in high gear and just go right there. Poor person, though, right? You know, that lost their car. Trying to cross over and then the flood came. Only needs one strong push though, and you have lost the car that you still have to pay 4 or 5 years off, you know. And then you're working day and night, right? Remember to pay off your old car that you don't have anymore. While you're walking to work, you know. It's always a tight fit though, isn't it? There you go, there you go. Oh, look at that though. We are building this one up. Oh, no, don't tell me. This is going to be a garage. Not for us probably to use, but maybe for repairs. Maybe if we get lucky though one day. Very good. A job well done. Thank you very much. Okay, now we only have these jobs. And I think we want to go to the next zone. And that is the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wasn't there another one? No, the Drownlands, we did all of this. Yeah. The Rift, we have done all of that. Zimnagors, we have done all of this. So, and the quarry. Come on, let's go. The quarry right over here. We have done everything of those too. So that's kind of cool. Now, where do we go? Drowned lands, we have to do this. That is kind of interesting. But where? Oh, no. Data received from a recent survey suggests a large oil reserves are located further to the west. To confirm that, use a seismic vibrator add-on not far from the quarry. Alright. Right over here it says to the Drownlands that we have to go. And here we have to go to the quarry. Nice and clear though, nice and clear. Anyways, let's stop this engine right over here and get this one actually to our new destination. That's the garage, of course. I got a proper beating though. This is actually an interesting off-roader though. I'm going to sell the weaker engines. We have the IMZ 6210. Somewhat more modern engine model offering impressive power output considering its age, that is. Acceleration and durability with higher fuel consumption. How cool is that? And this one is heavily redesigned. Yeah, we do want a different one though later on. Whenever we can afford it though, we could go and pimp it up a little bit though, but we gotta be careful with it too. Off-road, fine-tune and high range. Let's go with the sturdy one. The race suspensions, of course. Now, this must be a Russian though, right? You know? If I look at the front of it though, right? You know, like the design. I might be wrong, of course, but... Is it? The step. Yeah, this must be a Russian type of tractor though, right? You know? For those that don't know, a truck without anything attached to it is called a tractor, so just so you know. This is all terrain, this is off-road. We don't have any mud tires here, so that is good to know. Now I wonder which ones are the best here. These are Jack yeah, Jack of all trades, master of none. I don't think there's much difference here. So what we can choose right now is the OMD, off-road mud deep 3, or universal off-road deep, right? You know, of double. D is for double, actually, not deep. Yeah, this is one of the most difficult choices, though. I kind of like this one more. I don't want to spend too much money in this one right now, because we don't know how good this is. Ooh, engageable. We don't have an all-wheel drive. That is a shame. That is a massive shame, though. It might be pretty good for a lot of things, though, but so far, I don't really care too much. Metal detector. Wait a minute, did we need a metal detector? I think it was a metal detector and not something else, right? Okay, I do like this. I do like this quite a bit, though. Not bad, though, you know, like the weave, the weaving, what do you call it? The braiding? Yeah, braiding it is, right? I wish he had more DLC, you know, like skins. That would be pretty decent, though. Now, let's see. What do we need? So it's the skin starting point. It's either around here or right at the quarry. We will find out. Now, the other truck, though, that we just repaired in the last episode and hauled back home to the garage, yeah, it's of no use to me right now. We're in this big boy. Look at it, though. Isn't it a beautiful truck? It's a little bit of a ooh, low-hanging fruit, though, one might say, but it's much higher up than you might think, though, right? You know, it's a pretty decent, tall truck, though. The nose is a little bit to the front, which is a weak point, I admit. But it's not as dangerous as it might sound like, though, right? To be hitting something. You just have to slow down once you go a little bit steep, one might say, right? You know, and then everything will be fine. But yeah, this is the seismic sensor, which we do need. Careful here. We don't want to tumble and fumble. Oh, boy, why are you steering to the right? Oh, out of nowhere it was steering to the right, though. That's scary. Ooh, that happens. But yeah, you know, like, the other one was just a metal detector, of course. We knew that, though, but I was wondering, like, why can't this truck have the seismic sensor? It does look like it would fit on a normal truck, though, right? This one is extra long. So, yeah, you know, I try to make a little bit sense of that. But do you guys mostly use one certain type of truck? I remember when I played this game many years ago, when I was just a wee little boy, I was mostly using off-road trucks. But right now, I just caught myself red-handed, though, by using mostly heavy-duty trucks, though. That actually came to a surprise for an off-road, you know, trucking game. But oh well, you know, like, things are how they are, I suppose. High gear. Let's just keep on accelerating, right? You know, can't get anywhere if you stand still after all. Come on, haul on right through. Yep, digging right into the dirt a little bit with that nose. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty, but no issues at all. And the cabin, though, is just supreme compared to the Zig. Look at that. For the ladies. One can sit in the middle if she wants to do the split or something, and one can sit over there. Not sure why I'm talking about multiple ones, of course, but the options are there for the lonely truckers. I suppose they are not lonely then, right? If you have more than one. Alright, off we go, boys. We kind of want to stop right over there, a little bit further in the front, where the siren actually is. There's a fuel tank that we can actually, you know, get some extra fuel for the long journey ahead of us. Just keep it in high gear around here. As you can see, it's pure mud galore. Yeah, this truck is absolutely one of my favorites, though. The versatility of it all, the strength. The length is no issue at all, though, so far. I think I even did scout a little bit with it. I think so. Or I have some weird memories, though. But there were some very tight turns and terrains that I use this truck with, though. So, but yeah, you know, I do like the size of it. It's so good. You can have a flatbed with a crane. And I don't put my finger in the fire for this, though, to prove a point, right? But I believe you can have a crane with a triple flatbed. Although, check it, though, before you plan. Back into high gear, and off we go towards the corner right over here. The gateway to Quarry. First time we are crossing the border from all the way over here in the southern part. It means that we are also going to enter the southern quarry. I think it's a little bit better because in the north we do have a gas station, right? So we can fuel up if we reach the north. But right now is the question, where do we actually have to go? Where do we have to go? See, as you can see, it's all the way over there. Oh, look at that though. Oh, by the way, look at this. Do you see that? We are strong enough to actually haul through the handbrake. This thing is powerful though. So we are losing... Yep, we are losing distance. In other words, we have to get a little bit closer right now. We are moving away from the destination. Yeah, this is helpful though, right? Than just pointing us right in between two zones. Be right careful around there though. Put it in high gear. Take a turn a little bit easier. And still maintain our speed, hopefully. I think with lower gear, yeah, we are a little bit quicker. Low gear plus especially. Back to high gear. And as you can see though, we are gaining in distance. Nice. I do like this map. This is like treasure hunting, you know what I mean? Well, technically it's black gold after all. But it really feels like treasure hunting at the moment. Oh, nice little trick. Feeling like a cowboy right there, you know. Just lassoing that wench around a beautiful tree. Just to make a tight corner. I mean, it's not the most luxurious setup though, but I really do like it. Maybe a couple of stickers will just beautify it. Okay, the question is though, do we remain on the right side of the map? Or are we slowly going to the left? And it seems like the way how it's dropping, we are going left side. For real. But I don't think it's fully to the left either, you know. We have to keep an eye on it. So if we move too far to the left, let's see. Yeah, if we move towards here and it slows down here, then we know it's right around here, right? You know? So we have to triangulate actually in this way without triangulation. It's dualization, right? Because we do have 2 points of contact right now. We just find the one where it accelerates and decelerates. Sounds way more complex than it is though. It's actually very, very simple. Oh, we are gaining. See? And if we go back, we are losing. So this tells me it is around this part. Alright. Good to know, good to know. If we were daydreaming though, right, you know, we might not have found that on time. Come on, you can do it, big boy. Ooh, this feels like that powerful Zig though that I've been playing with. But a little bit more modern, a little bit more civilian. Professional civilian, I might say. Not just, you know, hobbyist or whatsoever. Let's put it in low gear plus. Same speed as high gear right now in this mud. Alright, so we are moving this way. We have to keep balancing, right? You know, like left and right. Because in a second we actually have an option to turn right and left or continue left. The thing though about it is they connect a little bit further north again. So if we go to the left side, right now let's say, and it slows down right in front of that turn, and we know it's on the right side of that turn. That makes everything easier again. The issue is we are going also north, so Slowdown really has to be rapid. Right now, I'm not comfortable to make a point. As you can see, it is still ticking nicely. Oh, we are gaining. Yep. We are definitely gaining here. But that's alright. Let's go further to the north and then turn right. So now we know everything right over this side. And then to the left is off limits for us. Because look at this. It will drop like it's hot though right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at those numbers dropping there. That's so good. Yeah, we have to turn a little bit left, but that's alright. We are turning north, 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 and that is the point right now. Until north is slowing down too, and then we have to turn right. We have to turn to the eastern flank. $300 meters. I think it's around here, to be honest. Let's go turn around. Let's go turn right. And let's go with our instinct, right? You know, it's not fully instinct. It's more like calculated instinct at this point. But I think we are doing good, though, with this choice. Especially if it drops like it's hot right now. And it does. And here we just have to go and turn left. Evening is already upon us though. Interesting. Is it? Oh yeah. Well, not really evening though, but it's way past midday. 200. There we go. So, do you want me to scan it already though? I don't think you want me to scan it right now, do you? Yeah, we cannot even do that. Can you imagine we cannot even scan this? That we just got the wrong truck right now. We just have to be a little bit closer though. 23, 119, 14, 11, 8, 5, 3, 1. Let's just try to continue a little bit further. It just says that we are close down. I'm sure that we are at ground zero. We can just activate it like we did before. It's actually the second or third time that we are using this. I believe it's the second time. 51, 46. I think we are hitting ground zero in a second. Oh, it's to the left or to the right. Let's see. There it is. Turn on beacons, change truck, attend to... Oh, start. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is awesome though. If only I had drivers like you in our unit. Here's what you vote. Alright though, that was a pleasure and some though, wasn't it? Uplink, let's see. Delivered to the base station Rift. Okay, these are both to the Rift. Yeah. It might be difficult though, but we are going to easily do that. No doubt about it. Geo research triangulation. This is Seismic vibrator. Alright, we can do that, and this is where. As expected, the first scan around the quarry confirms the search is moving in the right direction. The next step will be to perform another full triangulation by finding and scanning 2 more suitable locations. 2 more, huh? Now, where do you want me to go here? Ah, I see. Ah, probably one is to the north, one is to the south then, I suppose. Yeah, one is definitely... yeah, one is to the south. Okay, we were ahead of our time. If I go south now, we might just have enough gasoline to return. But I don't want to risk it. Risk the brisket. Let's try to find it. But first, of course, we want to get some gasoline, right? You know, the gas station is very close by. Alright, so this is already a good tip, right? You know, do you see the bigger number, the 1175? We are now going up, but before we went down. So I would say the other one is around here somewhere, looking at the distance. Now the other one, though, we have to be a little bit more careful about, because it could be like we are going up once we pass here, which I do think we will be. 15, 5, okay, we are dropping really hard here. So this is a nice surprise, though. Oh, 3, yeah, we're slowing down just slightly. $51, $50, $40, $44, $42, $38. Oh, I just keep on going, though. I do like these numbers. Very, very much so. Oh, yep, back up. Alright, so either it is now to the right over there, or it's back. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It's right over there. That's nice. That's nice. We are really quick with this, though, I have to say. Sure, this big boy does help so much, though. So incredibly much. Right around here we have a road, I believe. Yep, right over here. It means it's in that direction, though. And if this is turning left in a little bit, then, man, we are very lucky. If not, we just have to go off-roading. Which I think we have to. So, there's a lot of emptiness. Oh, yeah, look at that. It actually is going to the left. That's great. If we did see that, we would have stayed on the road. The question remains now. Right, left, left. You know? Let's go on a little bit further. Yeah, this is the issue. It could be down there to the right, right? It could also be to the left. Is that a mission we didn't do? I hope it's not, though. We will activate it for real. Okay, we are going the wrong way, as you can see. Now, if we turn to the right, and it's decreasing. Okay, it is decreasing, so it's down there somewhere. That is good to know. I forgot to actually pick this one up. My oh my. Show. Of course we are going to accept this. One of the specialized trucks taking part in the ship's recovery operation ran out of gas not far from the shore. It needs to be refueled before it can be used again. I see. Specialized truck indeed. Huh. Trains, modules and everything, but it's probably for heavy duty lifting, right? You know, looking at those canisters at the back. Maybe for, you know, extra crane operation control. Hey, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We were very lucky, though, to actually find that that mission over there, that task. I have a feeling it's right over there, to be honest. Look at that though. 102, 99 meters. We are doing really good. We got to keep our eyes on the road over here too, right? Let's look at all the tree stumps. Pretty as may be, deadly for a truck. Let's go and turn left here. I would say this little path might be a hint. And it definitely was though. Look at that. Nice. Good storytelling, developers. By environments. There we go. Let's go seize it. And off we are to the bigger one, right? You know, the bigger distant one. Perfection. Alright, the night is falling upon us. We are at the bottom right. I think we are a little bit too much on the right side here, on the western side of the map. So let's try to stick a little bit more to the left. And see how things go. Right now they are pretty decent though, I have to say, right? The numbers are falling down. Falling down, falling down. What was that song? Oh, London Bridge is falling down. It's a very old rhyme though. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, of course, right in the middle of nowhere, our tires are going to pop almost. Now I wonder though, will it turn out that we have to go back a little bit north or go further south, I wonder. Even if it will be a meter or two back north, that will be very funny, which we are actually doing right now, but we will find out about that. Oh, we are increasing in numbers. So it must be around here. Oh, is that a crevasse? I think it is. Alright, that's some difficult terrain right over there, but I do see the water cleansing in the moonlight. Alright, moonlight refraction. Nice. Yeah, look at that though. Either they really wanted us to see the little water over here, or they used the water as a visual cue. And look at that. For us to actually find all of this though. $160 meters, 155. Ay. Can we even go through here though? I'm not so sure about this little forest bit. Yeah, this is difficult. Come on, just like that. Backwards a little bit. Very nice. You have to try to get right through both of those trees up there. Right to the left and to the right. Although, maybe we are very unlucky here. Yeah, we are unlucky with that turn. Let's try it right over here. This is why, though, you know, if you have a job like this in the middle of freaking nowhere, get a chainsaw with you. You know? And at least a hatchet. And a license to do this, actually. You know? Not strong enough, maybe? Yeah, look at that. Ah, I see, I see. Well, we can go through there. That's the good thing about it. That's what I mean. Sometimes you have to step out after all. Tires. We are stuck with the tires. No, with the machine. There we go. Here we are. Woo! That was difficult though. That was tight maneuvering. 180. It would be so funny that we would... Oh my... Dude, we have to go back. I was so busy I didn't even check that. Ah, we have to go this way. Alright. I'm intrigued. Very intrigued to say the very, very least. Back to the north, yeah. Oh, yeah, we are increasing. Let's go back. Either it's in that little forest patch over there. There's something shiny there, by the way. Or it's here on this right side. And I think it is on the right side here. $28, $24, $21, $19, $18. Oh, increasing in distance again. Huh. Well, we said right side, so let's check that out if that's the truth. And it is the truth. Look at that, though. Here we are. Brakes on. Booyah! Let's make them all red, though. Hopefully we do get a couple of company person tats in stock. That will be a pretty nice reward, though. Once we crunch the numbers on this data, we'll be able to pin down the location for next drilling site. I'm sure we'll be eager to enlist your help again soon. I'm certain about that, too. Alright, restore 350 fuel, huh? Tiger, how much do you have? Not 350 though, you know. The den. You know what? Let's go to Zimnegorsk. Voronda. There we are. Actually, we do need a fuel station over here. So let's keep this one here. Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep this one here. Brakes on. Engine off. The Zig has a lot of beautiful juice on him too, right? You know, so... Let's just detach the trailer right over here and let's haul ass towards our new truck. I wonder if we can keep this den over here. Den 96320 sounds like a code name of some sorts, right? Well, it definitely is, but like a secret code name or something. Sure. And then we can pump it full with the service kit. And then with the Zig remaining. There we go. No, oh boy, we got it. Nice. We got a new truck though. How beautiful. Wonderful. Nothing worse than having a truck like that die on you in the middle of a big operation. Thanks a lot. Oh, thank you a lot though, my boy. Stop engine. It's an interesting one though. Very interesting. I'm not so sure what to think about it, but an SW though, that is beautiful. It's a heavy boy too, which I do appreciate quite a lot. It's a special with advanced special here, it seems. Stock active. We do not have this right now. Main North America, but I believe these tires are already like 40 to 51 inch though. Wow. Okay. Wait a minute, and the active just raises it a little bit more. I do appreciate that. Mud tires, poor, excellent. Yo, these are really good tires though, huh? Deep mud, heavy, of high, single, or heavy single. Not sure what the H stands for with this one though. But don't need doubles though with the size of this, right? You know? Alright, I'm really thinking about getting the DM of DMHS second, right? Stuck right over here. We do need more specialized vehicles though, and hey, that is a good add-on. It's not the biggest crane, so we have to think about that too. It's not really. Well, maybe it's good for hauling logs though. Long logs, maybe, baby, right? You know. We could actually go for a dedicated log hauler though, because the engine over here is really, really good though, right? You know, it's an S+, a heavily modernized engine variant. We could spend some money in it. I mean, why not, right? You know, we can always sell it if we cry ourselves a river, if we are really disappointed with it. If not though, so be it too, right? You know, like, it's a good truck to have, and then we have one extra one. Advanced heavy, sure. I mean, let's go broke, I suppose. And then we will see what we use it for. But right now we want to place this one there. Because I do know that we are going to do some log hauling too. And yeah, I mean, this one seems rather stable at the same time. You know what I mean? I try to avoid anything that is below, right? You know, like this, because, well, this actually is okay. But most of it just drags anything, and that's bad. I would love to have this one probably stock, though, the exhaust, because this is just extra wide, can get stuck next to a tree or something, and we don't care about that too much. Let's see. I like this one. I think this is actually a beautiful truck right now. Let's change the light setting conditions. Oh yeah. It is a decent truck though. Sadly, there is no snorkel or anything like that. So that's really, really pretty bad. It is a heavy turn though. It's a heavy turn, I'm saying. That feels a little bit... Well, it feels heavy, and it's a heavy truck, so... It's pretty decent. We will see whenever we will use it, but first we have to focus on the oil missions, though. So by that, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you guys then. Stay happy, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe, though. Bye-bye!